Do you remember that time before we strayed so far to the left and the right? We were still the same individuals that we are today, with the same ideals, values, and perhaps religions. Sure, our folks voted for different parties and we had different festivals, but neither of those things defined us. We were the same team. We picked each other up when we fell. We covered each other's asses when we got into trouble. And we walked the corridors hand in hand, one part of the earphone each, connected to the same Walkman. We debated back then too. We faced off in election. But we were not drowning in vitriol like we are today. We were not so partisan. For today, my friends, from boarding school through to college, stand split right down the middle, each vilifying, mocking, and not talking to the other camp, with no time to pick up the phone, definitely not to meet up over drinks, nor to sit down, discuss, and iron out differences. And yet, somehow all the time on their hands, or rather their fingers, to have a go at each other in public space, to abuse, insult, and threaten online random people that they've never met. Do you remember that time when religion, politics, sexual orientation, and race were not things that we hurled at people to insult them on their face? Sure, there were those who did that, as there have been for all of time. But you and I were not one of them. We were civil and polite, and we probably still are in real life. But then, our online avatars took shape and moved apart, one to the left, the other to the right. And I started seeing you as selfish and evil beyond rescue, and you thought I was a zealot, disruptive, and naive. Both forgetting that our religions and ideals don't need saving, that our gods don't need us to protect them, and the leaders that you're so quick to defend don't as much as know your name. Happily will they shake hands tomorrow and jump into bed with their opponents, whilst you will have antagonized loved ones and lost your circle of friends over something so trivial, so fleeting, and of zero significance. There is injustice yet, and there are things to set right. There is a need and place to protest, and there may yet come the hour to fight. But if you cannot engage with those who differ, and some of them are the dearest people in your life, if you cannot take a step back or be willing to offer a hand, then your ideals are heavily misplaced. You don't have to win every argument. Heck, you don't even have to get into them. Sometimes it is okay to listen and empathize, to calm down and unwind, to acknowledge that people have differences and embrace them in spite. It is alright sometimes to not say hateful things. It is okay to be kind.